Alright, we in this motherfucker, man. Episode 150, motherfucking me nine. Thin line between genius and insanity, hosted by yours truly. Hatch, man, you know the fuck it is, man. Hey, look, I've been drinking. So this episode shall be very interesting, man. Let's hope we can get through this motherfucker, man. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
Welcome to Raw.
What's up, man?
You know the fuck.
Hey, look, man. Episode 150, motherfucking me nine. We on the grind to 100. This shit don't stop for a motherfucking me soul. You already know how I'm giving it up. DJ, hit me! Damn. Yes, sir. What's poppin' with y'all? And welcome back to another motherfucking episode of the Thin Line Between Genius and Insanity podcast, hosted by yours truly, OGHatch. You know what the fuck it is, man. What's up with the people all around the world? I always bring the Adele out every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? What's up with y'all, man? Hope y'all got looking good, feeling good, staying safe. There's a whole lot of shit going on in Trenches Meditation each and every motherfucking episode. I want to shout out to everybody around the world that's tapped and joined the conversation, man. I truly appreciate all the love and motherfucking me support, man. Let's keep building this empire brick by brick. Episode 159, on the grind 200. This shit won't stop for motherfucking me. So shout out to everybody that's tapped in on all the DSPs, man. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in on YouTube at OGHatchTV. Shout out to people that's tapped in on Rumble, man. That's tapped in with the clips. Shout out to everybody that's tapped in supporting this motherfucking me show, whatever fashion that you're doing. I'll be honest with y'all, man. As I was getting ready to record, I was sitting there daydreaming for like 25, 30 minutes, my nigga. For some reason, it all just came hitting me at once. My ideas for the setup that I want, the new creative ways I want to keep putting this show out. I've been saying it for weeks, if not months now. I'm a little bit upset with myself because I haven't really lived up to my end of the bargain when it comes to implementing change and, putting clips back out and putting the visuals out faster. I usually let the audio version of the podcast, because that gets the most viewership. That's where the show is really just fucking growing week in and week motherfucking me out. So I always let the audio go out, let that sit for 2 days, maybe even 3, before I put the visual out. I want to change that, so it's time to let the visual side of the motherfucking me podcast catch up with the audio, just so we can get the social media buzz and social media presence that we properly motherfucking deserve. And that's on me, When I start to see the growth of the show, and it's still growing, it's still climbing. The audio side of this show is fucking phenomenal. Shout out to everybody that's tapped into all the DSPs. I truly appreciate you on Audible, Spotify, Anchor Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, wherever the fuck you tapped in with the motherfucking show. I truly appreciate you. But there is something that I started to get content with, just seeing the growth in that. And now that I see that that's dominating the growth aspect of the show, I want to make sure the visual catches up with that, because I didn't spend money on this camera, on these iPads and stuff, and soundboards and all that stuff, so the visual side can be lacking up. So I want to hold myself, to the fire with that. And I promise you guys, I'm gonna try to end out phase 2 on a dominating fashion. This is episode 159, so we got roughly 41 episodes remaining. So 41 episodes remaining in phase 2, and I want to make sure I do my job. So we can make this show the best goddamn show on earth, and make sure people know that, I should say. There's a whole lot of shit on the docket, it's a whole lot of shit on the motherfucking dial. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. This was a few days ago when I first heard about this. I think it was, Saturday, Sunday, maybe? I went on a date to the gun range. Interesting date, interesting motherfucking me dating. Didn't think that would be something I would ever do. But once I start going to the gun range, it's just something that it's peaceful. Something about firing a gun, especially for the first time you've never even done it. And just going to the range and stuff like that. It's something about that environment. It's something fun to do, especially if you've never done it before. But I went on a date to the gun range, and great date, had fun, enjoying myself out the gun range. Nigga, y'all seen me on social media, letting that thing go. And And she enjoyed herself as well, you know. So I'm happy as fuck that I was able to take her and do something she's never done before. She had never shot a gun before. So it was something new for her as well. And I always like, you know, having people experience new things when they with me, just because I'm not a quote unquote fun guy. I do a lot of boring ass shit. I go to gun ranges, I go to art museums, I go to the movies, you know what I'm saying? I go on hikes, you know what I'm saying? Chill with my dog. I watch basketball, UFC. Like, I'm a very boring guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, my outdoor activities are movies and hikes and, you know what I'm saying? Going to the gym and going to the gun range. And those are my extracurriculars. I'm not the nigga that's you're gonna find at the club, at the bar and shit like that. I love to bowl, my nigga. I'm a bowling ass nigga. So that's just who the fuck Hatch is. So it's always enjoyable when I can bring someone along. And even though I think it's some, you know, borderline boring shit, it's something very new for them and they've had the time in their life. So I truly enjoy having that experience with that young woman. But one of the conversations that came up that I wasn't hip on, like I told you, I'm in the news space, bro. All I do is look for news type shit. She gave me information about this Carlee Russell shit. Now at the time she didn't tell me the name. She just was coming to me. Have I heard about the story about the woman, the black chick who seen the toddlers on the side of the highway and she went to go look for the fucking toddler and now she's missing type shit. And I was just sitting back like, wow. Now we was smoking while we was discussing this topic. And the first thing I was thinking was a toddler on the side of the highway. Wow. But in today's climate, you have to think about sex trafficking. That's what old girl was. She was giving me with that POV, because I was telling her about what's going on around in my apartment complex. I have this weird ass stalking ass neighbor who's for the last 2.5 years, every day I find looking at my window. Every day. It's not like a once every one. It's like every fucking day. I can look up and I can see her turning her head up the other direction, mumbling her breath, because she was looking inside of my apartment. Now, one would say, nigga, close your window, my nigga. I mean, close your blinds type shit. Hey, yo, my nigga, I need sunlight. I work from home type shit. I need the sunlight to feel like I ain't going fucking crazy in this bitch. So we was talking about the sex trafficking situation. When you come with that POV, when you say, it's weird to hear about a toddler, you know what I'm saying, on the side of the highway, but in today's climate and the crazy stories you have heard about sex trafficking, there's many wild, creative ways people have found to lure, you know what I'm saying, victims to becoming sex trafficked. So when she was telling me about the story, as I thought it was, nothing about me said this isn't true. This can't be happening, because when you hear about a young woman missing, your first mindset is to think, okay, yeah, this woman is missing. So as days go on, I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really tap in with the situation because I didn't have a name with it. It was just something that was being brought to my attention. But today as I get up, you know what I'm saying, the news is circulating, I guess news comes out that shorty was lying her ass off. Carlee Russell was never fucking kidnapped. She was never abducted. She really went in depth with this situation. She really went full Justice Smollett. Like, look, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a lying ass nigga, B. I've told many, many lies. Like, I'm a lying ass nigga. Sometimes I lie just because. Like, sometimes if the truth is just some shit I don't think is that interesting, I'll lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I told many, many lies. Like, for no fucking reason, just because I thought it sounded better. And nobody ever called my bullshit, so it became the truth type shit. I'm just being real with you. I'm a lying ass nigga. But even me being a lying ass nigga, there's some things I look at and be like, why the fuck did you do that? I didn't understand the Justice Smollett shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not an attention-seeking ass nigga. I tell white lies, not big lies type shit. I'm not an attention-seeking ass nigga. So I didn't quite understand why Justice Smollett, who comes from a known acting family, whose sister's a fucking star, who's on this show, Empire at the time, was a hit TV show. Why was this nigga lying and trying to get more clout? Why was he lying trying to be in the spotlight? Why did he do this? And a lot of times it's like, when niggas, if you're gonna lie, at least come with a concrete lie. If you're gonna take the time to plan shit out to make this spectacle, at least make the shit bulletproof. Jesse Smollett shit, as soon as the black people heard what the fuck he was saying, we all knew fam was lying. Now this Carlee Russell shit, it's a little bit different. As I mentioned, when the Tyler walking up and down the highway, that don't sound real. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not finna sit here and tell me you're the only person that's seen a Tyler walking up and down the highway. There should have been an abundance of calls coming in about this fucking Tyler on the side of the highway. Now it could have been, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, light traffic on the highway, but there's no way you can sit here and tell me that Tyler's just walking up and down in a straight line on the fucking highway. There's no way that's happening. There's no way that's happening. So although that piece of the story was odd, nothing about me said, fuck no, that's not real. Because you understand sex trafficking young black women, you tend to automatically believe that shit. You rather believe that than not believe that and be proven otherwise type shit, right? So news comes out. This all was a fucking hoax. This was all a fucking hoax. News comes out about her search history before then. She was watching the movie Taken. She was searching up shit about, do you need to pay for an Amber Alert? She was searching up shit, how do you steal money from a register without being caught? She was stealing up, she was searching up fucking bus tickets and shit like that. The little bitch just wanted to get the fuck away.
Wow.
She truly just wanted to get the fuck away. Now, I couldn't tell you why she did what she did. One would assume it was for attention. One would assume it was for attention, but I never understand people who want that type of attention. Let me keep it a thing with you. I'm gonna take that behind the curtain a little bit. I don't even know how many times I told this story. And I hear an echo. I hope this shit is not fucking loud for you guys, but as a kid, I forget what grade it was. It was like not third grade, like 4th, 5th grade, something like that. 4th, 5th, or 6th grade. I ran away from home. Yeah, I got the fuck out of there. I ran away from home. I didn't like the way I was being treated at home. Looking back on it, was I being abused or something like that? Fuck no. Looking back on it, I had no real reason to run away. It kind of stemmed from I was the big brother and my life had totally changed from having a little brother, and I was still young enough to at the point where I didn't like it. I still wasn't accepting it type shit. It was a lot of that wrapped in there. Once my little brother came around, it's like the movies. The attention went away. My mama really wasn't giving me the attention that, I once was getting. It wasn't like she was treating me like shit. But I didn't know she was pregnant with the little nigga. She just came home with this nigga one day. So it was like, it was a lot of that going on when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? My dad was already dead and gone. From a kid, I've been in a loner phase, nigga, from like 7 or 8 years old. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I had to live my life. So yes, I ran away when I was a kid. Did it last long? Fuck no. It only lasted a few hours. To be honest with you, I didn't go far. I had that homeboy named JJ who lived a few fences over. It was an apartment complex, his backyard type shit. His backyard literally was only separated from the apartment complex from a fucking gate. So all I did was hop the fucking fence and go chill at that nigga crib for a few hours. And I'm hearing police sirens, I'm hearing my big cousin, calling my name and shit, and I'm just sitting there not saying shit. And a few hours went by and it was starting, not even getting dark, but you can tell like we wasn't that far away from sunset type shit. And it had dawned upon me what all I had packed in my bag. That morning, I had planned all this shit out. That morning, I hopped up and packed 2 days worth of clothes. That's all I had. I had no food. I bought 2 packs of clothes and some of my action figures, my nigga. I'm in like the 3rd, 5th, 4th, or 6th grade, so I was still fucking with the wrestling men on the low type shit, right? So I packed The Rock, I packed my John Cena, and I packed like 2 days worth of motherfucking me clothes, bro. And as like 3, maybe 4 hours went along, I started to realize I'm hungry as fuck. I realized I'm starving like that nigga Marvin, dog. That's when I realized, let me hop this fucking fence and just walk my ass back home. By the time I get home, you know what I'm saying, they just swooped around. Now, one would say, why did Hatch do that? If I look back on it, it's because I wasn't getting the attention that I truly was looking for. I was tired of being looked at as the fucking, you know what I'm saying, just the nigga who was being bad in school type shit. It was an attention-seeking play. It was an attention-seeking play. You know what I mean? And when I got home, did I get in trouble? Nah, I didn't get in trouble. What happens? My mother gave me the attention that I needed. I truly fucking needed. No punishment, no none of that. Did I ever run away again? Was there ever a threat of me running away again? Fuck no. I got the whole sit in the back of the police car treatment. Yeah, I got the shit you see in the movies. I got that treatment. The cops came, they sat me in the back of the police car. Do you want to go to jail, son? Because we can take you to jail. Fuck no, I didn't want to go to jail. I didn't shit in my pants right there. But what did I see? I see my mom at the top of the stairs, tears in her eyes and shit like that. So I seen her as a fucking kid. And then I went in there and she gives me the hug, she gives me the kisses, and she cooks my favorite meal. You know, she did all that. It's an attention-seeking play. But I never understood the lengths it would take for someone to call the police and say, damn it, I'm being abducted by the people. I'm in an 18-wheeler. You know what I'm saying? This little kid, she implemented an entire fucking story. Those are the people I always look at. Why? Why did you do this? It's the same thing I said when I talked about Tupac and niggas joining gangs as an adult. As a kid, when you do certain things, you can understand why. You can be impressionable, you know what I'm saying? You can be looking for attention from your mom, your dad, your parents, anyone, your guardian at the time. You can be seeking attention, or you can be seeking attention from people outside, just trying to be known in the neighborhood. When you're a kid, it's understandable. When you're an adult, I think Carlee Russell was only some teenager. I think she was young. I think she was a young girl, young woman, young adult. She wasn't that fucking old. Jussie Smollett, that's a little bit different. But for Carlee Russell, her search history to be what it was, it's very strange for that to take place, and then a few hours later, you see a quote-unquote toddler roaming the highway. You know what I mean? So it's it's sad. It's sad to see, what the boy who cried wolf type situation with this, because the moment that this happened, I'm telling you for a fact, I'm chilling with a chick. You know, so we chilling, we out having a good time. We doing us. And the topic of the day was Carlee fucking Russell. Shorty's praying for Carlee fucking Russell. Twitter's talking about Carlee fucking Russell. If there's one thing about Black Twitter, don't ever get it twisted. It may be some ignorant motherfuckers on there, but when there's a missing black person, missing black woman especially, motherfuckers step, bro. And it's sad to see that motherfuckers was stepping and fighting and praying for this young woman, and it seems to all have been a hoax. The police have come out and said they don't fear there was no threat done to this young woman. There's no threat to the public. So as of right now, yeah, it looks like Carlee Russell is just fucking lying.
Wow.
And it truly is sad, but at the same time, that's something she gotta live with, my nigga. Like at this point in time, now that I know it ain't true, it is what the fuck it is type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she gotta live with knowing that she did that. She's gonna be known as a joke. So now when some shit really do happen to her, motherfuckers gonna be skeptical, and that's gonna be the sad part about it. That's the unfortunate part. But it's the well motherfucker we deserve, if I am speaking honestly. But moving on, man. Let's go ahead and get to Lil Baby. Lil Baby is going viral right now. Lil Baby, not from the Michael Rubin shit, obviously. That shit's still wild as fuck. He was getting double stuffed Oreo from the front and the back type shit. Kyle Kuzma was hugging you, man. That's wild as fuck. That's wild as fuck. But he's going viral right now because he's been canceling some tour dates and people are trying to say that Lil Baby fell off. I'll be honest with you, I've never been a huge Lil Baby fan. I'll be honest with you. I said it on my social media not too long ago. When Lil Baby and Gunna first came out, I promise you, I thought Lil Baby was YFN Lucci. He sounds just like YFN Lucci, brother. I don't know what y'all niggas is hearing, but to me, he sounds just like YFN Lucci. Now, obviously, now that we're a few years into Lil Baby's career, he didn't put out way more hits, had way more success than YFN Lucci, that Lil Baby sounds like Lil Baby. But you can't sit here and tell me that they don't sound alike. And when he first came out, you couldn't have got them two mistaken. And the same thing for Gunna. I honestly thought Gunna was Young Thug. I honestly, when I heard that drip too hard, stand too close, you don't fucking want to drown off, I literally thought that was YFN Lucci and Young Thug. I didn't even know about YFN Lucci and Young Thug beefing at the time. That's some shit I found out, you know what I'm saying, more recently, to be honest with you. But I honestly thought that was YFN Lucci and Young Thug. So when I found out that was Gunna and Lil Baby, I said, this shit, what? These niggas, I thought this was another designer type thing, right? But whereas of right now, Lil Baby's in an interesting position in his career because his last album didn't do too good. Me personally, I was never a huge fan of the nigga, but I can't sit here and act like niggas wasn't actually championing him to be the next one. He was supposed to be the next one. I was hearing some wild shit, like they was comparing him to Lil Wayne. They was saying Lil Baby was the next Lil Wayne type shit. It was some wild ass shit being said about this nigga Lil Baby. At one point in time, Lil Baby was Victor Wembanyama type shit. Lil Baby was Victor Wembanyama, my nigga. But Lil Baby's canceling these tour dates, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not seeing it how everybody else is seeing it. I think he canceled, Utah, Denver, Sacramento, out here in Phoenix. He canceled the Phoenix tour date, and I'm gonna be honest with you. What was it, Louisville, Kentucky? Like, I'm not surprised by that. Now I'm gonna stick with Lil Baby for this point right here. I be telling my homeboy, and I've been telling this nigga this shit for years. I'm a West Coast nigga. Where I was born in St. Louis, but I was raised. I'm from Cali. I was born in St. Louis, moved to Cali, nigga, at like a few months type shit. Lived in Cali up until like 5 or 6. Then moved to Pine Lawn, raised in St. Louis ever since then until I was 17 years old. I've been telling my homeboys since I was 17 years old. I've been telling them, I'm like, bro, just for some shit popping out there in the Lou, just for some shit popping in Atlanta, Memphis, wherever the fuck you want to say that shit's popping at, don't mean that shit popping out west. And when I say out west, I'm not just talking about LA. Because LA is LA, but LA is also the hub where a lot of these niggas is flocking to. So they might perform there and they might be a little bit more buzz. You can hear their music a little bit more. But when I say out west, I'm talking about nigga the Denvers, I'm talking about Phoenix, I'm talking about Utah, I'm talking about Vegas, where it's like, nigga, if you're not popping out there, I don't really see or hear a lot of these niggas that y'all be listening to like that. So as much as I was hearing Lil Baby, I never really thought Lil Baby was as high as niggas were saying he was because he not getting played out here. It's the same thing with like NBA Youngboy. Now I know NBA Youngboy's a little bit different because he don't get radio play at all. He's more so of an internet nigga. But NBA Young, I don't hear that shit no more. I don't hear Lil Baby. I don't hear 21 Savage. I don't hear none of these niggas. Now 21 Savage more so now because that nigga on a different level with this whole Drake shit. He on the whole tour with Drake. It's not even just Drake tour. You can't even look up there and say that's Drake tour. Nigga, that's literally Drake and 21 Savage. Nigga, he's literally a fucking co-headline on a Drake tour. So 21 Savage, he kind of got to a different lane, but even still, I barely hear 21 Savage. The 21 Savage I hear would be some shit on the radio. It wouldn't be some people riding by bumping 21 Savage. You don't hear Lil Durk. Lil Durk just canceled his fucking show out here. And you could say this because his health reasons, but his show is canceled too. The Moneybag Yo's, all these niggas that's popping in the Midwest and down south, a lot of them niggas not getting that play out here out west, my nigga. So I wasn't surprised when I seen Lil Baby cancel his Phoenix tour date. I'm not surprised by that. What I am surprised by is the mindset this nigga had going to this tour. Lil Baby is doing arena tours, man. Who the fuck, my nigga? I don't know how big a lot of these people think artists are. Arena tours is what Drake is doing. You know Drake is doing arena tours. Like, yeah, Beyonce do stadiums. Drake could do stadiums, but Drake does arenas. Kendrick and them do arena tours. Lil Baby is not on that level to be thinking he can do arena tours and nigga in every city. No, my nigga, you have to do a select 10 to 12 cities. Memphis, Atlanta, probably LA, New York. You gotta do the straight big ass mainstream cities and down south. Do Atlanta 5 times type shit. Go to Miami type shit. You have to stay in his roots. So I'm not surprised about Lil Baby, you know what I'm saying, canceling tour dates and stuff like that. What I am surprised by is that how much people are flipping on Lil Baby. They looking at Lil Baby like they looking at the baby type shit. They trying to cancel Lil Baby ass out. It could be because of those pictures that went viral. It is very close, you know, so those pictures coming out, his tour date, you know what I'm saying, being canceled, and his little snippets he released on Instagram being looked at as some bullshit ass songs. Those are so close together, you can't say they don't have anything to do with each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm not surprised that Lil Baby not quote unquote popping out here out west like he popping everywhere else. What I'm surprised is that he thought he truly motherfucking was. As somebody who has numbers, who has a show, who has analytics, my nigga, you have to look at your analytics, my nigga. You can't look at what other people is doing and think you should be able to do the same thing too. Like for a nigga like myself, if I do a live show, for the most part, I'll do my live show in Phoenix or in motherfucking me St. Louis, or I would have to go over motherfucking me seas, bro. There's no other state that I would really look at and be like, okay, my nigga, I would go there and do it. Besides Missouri, Arizona, and then I would have to go to fucking Barcelona, my nigga. For some strange reason, my shit is popping in Barcelona more than it's popping anywhere else in the motherfucking states damn near type shit. Or it's even, you know what I mean? So it's like, I can go overseas and do some shit, but I wouldn't be able to go everywhere, you know what I mean? I can't go to Texas and do a fucking live show and expect some fucking, expect the audience. But if I were to go back to the crib in Missouri and St. Louis, then yes. Even if I were to go to Illinois, I got people in Illinois listening to my shit. Yes. Out here in Phoenix, yes. You know what I'm saying? If I were to go to fucking Texas, fuck no. There's no one in Texas that's listening to my shit for real. Shout out to the few people that do, but you're not getting a live show no time soon, B. Let's just keep it a bang with you. So it's like you have to look at your analytics, you have to know your audience, you have to know your crowd. That's why I take pride in building an actual fan base, bro, because true fans, when they see certain shit not going a certain way, they're not gonna run away. And with Lil Baby, I look at him the same way I look at Lil Durk. I don't know a true Lil Baby fan. I don't know a true Lil Durk fan. If you like Lil Durk, you like Lil Baby. I look at them niggas having a mesh fan base. And I look at them as fickle fans, so the moment that the crowd don't think you cool enough no more, I think, yes, you will start to fall off. Look at the Baby. The moment niggas don't think you cool anymore, where's your straight core fan base that's gonna keep you rocking and keep you on your toes? That's why I take pride in building my shit from the ground up and doing that slow grind, because throughout that slow grind, you're gonna build that intimate relationship with people who actually fuck with you for you, and they're not gonna turn on you when the narrative is you falling the fuck off or shit ain't in your favor at this moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's very interesting to see what Lil Baby is gonna do going forward, because he's in a very, very motherfucking tricky position right now. You got the gun aspect of it, you know what I'm saying? People looking at gun as, you know what I'm saying, the nigga who had his back against the wall, you know what I'm saying? So Gun is thriving right now. Gun is having a very successful, you know what I'm saying, quarter right now. And Lil Baby is struggling. So when all that shit's going hand in hand, you know what I mean? Lil Baby's in a very motherfucking tough position. That's all I'm gonna leave it at that. He has to come harder type shit. Pause. I do want to ask this question before I move on. Do we think that the cancellation of these tour dates, not even just for Lil Baby, because everybody's canceling tour dates, like, do we think that this is an oversaturation of concerts, or do we think niggas is just flat out broke? Like, we have to be honest with this shit. Like, bro, inflation is real. I know I come on here a lot and I talk about that shit. Inflation is real, bro. Inflation is fucking real. Like, my nigga, my rent went up over $300. My rent went up over $300. We all know groceries went up. We all know gas went up. We all know shit is going up. So when I say niggas is broke, that's not me shitting on people. My nigga, I be broke. So is there truly an oversaturation of concerts? I looked it up, bro. You got Moneybagg Yo, he got Arena Tours. Morgan Wallen is out here like tomorrow type shit. Nigga, you got motherfucking Lil Durk cancel this shit. You know Drake coming. You know, see, all these people is coming like back to back to back. Snoop Dogg and Wiz is coming next month. Like everybody's doing these tours and everybody's announcing their shit. Rolling Loud is announcing their shit. Everybody's been packed up in the house. I know I was talking about a few episodes about we don't think about the impact COVID truly had. You truly gotta look at the world as pre-COVID and post-COVID, my nigga. Because post-COVID, people was in the house so much, and PPP loans and stimulus checks and all that shit was coming through. Niggas had a little bit extra money. And niggas had that money, and niggas didn't want to go places, get that money and go out, explore, travel, go to shows, go to concerts, go to games, all that shit. So what do you see? Every ticket for everything, every event has been up. For sporting events, concerts, anything, entertainment value-wise, when you gotta buy a ticket, the ticket has been up post-COVID than it was pre-COVID, man. That's just how the fuck it is. And niggas really ain't been tripping because niggas be having that itch to get the fuck out. I'm talking, I can speak for myself. I've been outside, my boy. Like, I've been out the fuck side. I'm a put up nigga. I'm a put up ass nigga. I've been out the fuck side, bro. So I'm seeing it. I'm literally fucking seeing it, bro. So that's why I'm not surprised by all these artists announcing all these concerts. You have to think about it. Right now you have fucking Beyonce's on tour, Taylor Swift's on tour, Drake's on tour. Them the three fucking big fish right there. Them the three fucking big fish right there, my nigga. And when they come to your city, this ain't like no fucking little venue. Drake's doing the smallest. He's doing arenas. Beyonce and Taylor Swift is coming there doing the football stadiums. So when they come, it's like the Super Bowl is fucking taking over the city. That's how much money they bringing into the city that night. Drake is the only nigga doing fucking arena tours, and he doing your city a few nights back to back to back type shit. So he's doing the same teaser. He got the same impact. It's just taking a little bit longer type shit. So when you got Drake on tour, Taylor Swift on tour, Beyonce on tour, Lil Durk on tour, you know what I'm saying? Morgan Wallen on tour. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Lil Baby announcing his shit. Playboy Cardi finna go on tour. Rolling Loud is lit right now. You got all these fucking concerts and shit going on. Niggas is broke. So niggas is picking and choosing. So niggas is like, damn, I gotta choose between Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Drake, Lil Baby. Lil Baby, I'm sorry, your ass gotta go. Drake, hey, depending on who the fuck going to this concert, you might be in trouble. Because if you got a girl, if you truly got a girl, there's a good chance she gonna choose to go to that Beyonce concert over that Drake concert. I'm be honest with you. And if you white, we all know where the fuck you going. To Taylor fucking Swift. To Taylor fucking Swift. Let's not bullshit ourselves. So when it comes to Lil Baby and all these other artists canceling their shows, yes, it may be they overthought they audience and they crowd and stuff like that. They could be that. Or, my nigga, everybody's on tour right now. If Drake is coming to my city, nigga, tomorrow, if Lil Baby's coming to my city tomorrow, and Drake is coming in 2 weeks, my nigga, I'm not going to Lil Baby's concert. I'm gonna save that money and try to go to that Drake concert. I'm just being real with you. If a Lil Baby concert is in 2 days or next week type shit, but Rolling Loud is coming in 3 weeks type shit, I can pay that same amount of money for that Lil Baby ticket to go to fucking Rolling Loud for 50 fucking niggas to perform type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like niggas ain't got the money how they saying they do or how they had it with them PPP loans and shit like that. Niggas just drive the fuck up out here. So niggas is spending their money sparingly and they gotta choose right now. So I'm not surprised right now. I'm truly not surprised that everything is looking the way it is when it comes to these cancellations of these tours, with all these tours being announced and this shit not being fulfilled. Because I think there is an oversaturation of tours right now. I don't think it's smart for a lot of these niggas to be going on tour when you see Drake, when you see Beyonce, when you see Taylor Swift. When you see the big fish on tour, I don't think it's smart for you to be going on tour. If you weren't going on tour, I don't think you need an extended tour run. You need a fucking little, some intimate 10 or 12 city type shit. Don't even try to pack out arenas type shit. Some cities, arenas, but do some amphitheaters type shit. You can pack out a little, a little 8 to 9, 10, 12 people. I mean, you can do that shit. But I don't think it's smart to be trying to play ball with niggas you don't need to be playing ball with. You know what I'm saying? So I do think niggas is broke. I do think niggas is actually fucking broke. These ticket prices is fucking outrageous, my niggas. So I think niggas just ain't got it like that. Beyonce shit going for resale for like $2,800. Beyonce tickets like $2,800, my nigga, on resale. So nah, niggas ain't got it. Niggas ain't motherfucking me got it, man. And I think it's going to be interesting to see what they do going forward, because I don't see this changing within the next year or two of people not having the money that they typically had, pre-COVID. I just don't see that changing no time soon. But moving on, let's go ahead and get into this, man. I'm a movie guy, I told you last week I went to go see Insidious. This week, I'm going to go see Oppenheimer, a Christopher Nolan movie. I love Christopher Nolan movies. If you don't know what Christopher Nolan has done, he's done The Dark Knight, The Dark Knight Rises. The Batman movies with Christian Bale, that's Christopher Nolan. He did Inception. I think he did, if I'm not mistaken, he did Tenet, if I'm not mistaken. But Christopher Nolan is a great, great fucking director. Writer as well. When it comes to directors, everyone knows Quentin Tarantino is my god. I love Quentin Tarantino movies, but Christopher Nolan is definitely up there. I can't think of the third guy. It's still on my mind, but Quentin Tarantino and Christopher Nolan are great. They're pretty fucking great. I love the way they do movies. I love the way their movies turn out, and I love the camera work that those men do with their movies. Oppenheimer is coming out this week. I'm definitely in tune with that. I can't wait to go see that movie. I'll be honest with you though. When we talk about movies, I think a lot of people aren't that in depth, with movies how I am. I think when you talk about 2023 moviegoers, you have the in-depth moviegoers and you have the Marvel DC people. And a lot of people don't really understand that superhero movies wasn't really looked at and being awarded up until recently. So those weren't being looked at as real movies up in Hollywood until like 2-3 years ago. I'm not even bullshitting. Like Marvel wasn't getting the love and respect that they was from other people. Like people in Hollywood don't really fuck with Marvel movies because they looked at it as they cash cow, but they not really in-depth movies. It's the same movie over and over again. And as I get older and as I start to watch a lot of this shit, it kind of is the same storyline over and over and over again. But I'm a sucker for superhero beats and masks, especially if they black type shit. If you're into this Marvel versus DC shit, let me ask you this, man. As a kid, did you even know that was a thing? Honestly, as a kid, did you even know that was a thing? I'll answer that for you. The answer is fuck no, because there was only one team and they was winning the entire time. It was DC. And yes, the war wasn't looked at as it is now because there wasn't a worthy competitor. But at the time, there was DC coming out with the Batman movies. Think about all the Batman movies that came out, before Captain America came out. So you had the George Clooney, you had the motherfucking Christian Bale, you had the motherfucking what's the nigga name? Michael Keaton. Like you had a bunch of niggas who played Batman before Captain America and Iron Man came out, before Tony Stark came with a fucking, movie screen. Think about the countless of motherfucking niggas who played Superman. So these was prominent roles in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? So DC, nigga, even with Jack Nicholson playing the Joker, that's a prominent role and figure in Hollywood, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, DC was winning that easily, landslide type shit. It all changed in 08, bro. And yeah, in 08, nigga, The Dark Knight came out. To me, The Dark Knight is a movie that changed movies forever. So that DC had that notch to when they dropped The Dark Knight, they shut everything the fuck down again. And then years later, I think it was 2013, 2014, when they dropped Man of Steel. To me, Man of Steel was another movie that shut shit down and changed shit forever. But it's no mistaking when you look at this Marvel vs. DC shit. No matter if you look at Marvel these last couple of years since, say Endgame or something like that, and you say things have been a little bit stagnant, even with that being the case, no matter what the fuck Marvel put out that you don't think is top-notch quality and live up to their standard, it's shitting on every fucking thing that DC does, brother. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I went and seen, I told you I went and seen The Flash, right? When it comes to DC characters, The Flash is my guy. The Flash and Green Arrow are my guys. I was never a Batman guy, never a Superman guy. One would say I was just trying to be different. But in all honesty, I didn't get into superhero shit until I was an adult. I wasn't the kid that was running around on some Batman, Superman, Spider-Man shit. I actually hate Spider-Man. I think he's like the corniest nigga in the world. I hate that nigga. So I didn't get into that shit until I was 17, 18 type shit. Of course, I had seen the movies before that, but I didn't really start appreciating shit. No, I said it was like 14, 15 type shit. So 14, 15, I was already on some damn near grown man shit. Helping raise my little brother type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I look at this shit totally different. By the time I got into this shit, I got to The Flash and Green Arrow because of the live action show. That's why I said do my niggas. But when you look at what the fuck the Flash movie just did, I got the numbers. I told you I wanted to see The Flash. I got the numbers that movie didn't even fucking do good in Office. The Flash came out, it ends its theatrical run. I'm in the movie theater. It made less than the Green Lantern that came out at the box office. Now, the reason why I think it's important that we say this because Warner Brothers was very hopeful that the Flash movie that just came out would be the movie that put them back on the map. They thought the Flash movie would have the same impact as The Dark Knight. That's why I brought it up with Christopher Nolan. Because when The Dark Knight came out, you had Heath Ledger as the Joker. I just watched that movie again 2 days ago because it was the 15-year anniversary of that movie. That movie's fucking phenomenal, fam. There's nothing about that movie that isn't great. There isn't a moment in that movie that isn't fucking great. No matter if you're a fucking superhero movie fan or not. Nigga, that movie is great. Great. And for DC to have the anticipation that this movie would rival that or do for them with Dark Knight did for them in the past, it's simply shocking that they had that assumption. Because I understand what happened in the Flash movie. You had the Michael Keaton Batman, you got the Ben Affleck Batman, you got Supergirl, you got all this shit. The Flashpoint Paradox is a huge story in DC Comics. I know that storyline being a Flash fan. But to me, what the story about this is, let's talk about DC blowing a 3-1 lead. Yo, my nigga, when you got a 30-year, 40-year advantage on somebody, there's no way they should be able to come back. When you have characters such as Batman and Superman and Wonder Woman, there's no way they should be able to come back. Now I get it, nigga. Iron Man and Captain America, them some bad motherfuckers. Black Panther, some bad motherfuckers. But for you to sit there and have a 30-year, it's probably even longer than that, my nigga. I understand there was some Spider-Man movies and shit sprinkled out, but them was Sony. I understand the X-Men movies being Marvel. That was Fox. I understand that the Fantastic Four. That was Fox. Marvel didn't come out until, I understand Blade and all that shit. That wasn't Marvel. Marvel Studios didn't fucking come out until their first movie was in 08 with Iron Man, my nigga. I think the gap between the first DC universe movie type shit is probably like 50 years, my nigga. And we're at the point now to where a DC movie is laughed at in comparison to a Marvel movie. I'm talking about, I came on here and said the CGI there's no way CGI in DC movies should look that amateurish when your rival has the shit that looks amazing. And it's not about trying to compare, Marvel and DC and the characters. It's like, well, how the fuck do you blow a lead that substantial? We talk about niggas blowing, the Golden State Warriors blowing 3-1 lead to LeBron. Yo, my nigga, when you have a lead over a nigga for 40 to 50 fucking years, 40 to 50, I don't give a fuck how big Iron Man, Captain America, Black, them niggas ain't as big as Batman, Superman, or the Joker. The Joker is the most prominent villain in U.S. history, my nigga. The Joker is. I just seen the studios that made the movie Braun. The Braun movie studios who came out with the Joker, who came out with the Idol, that movie. What the fuck else did they come out with? They came out with some other big time ass movie. They just filed for bankruptcy. How is these studios and all this shit that's coming out with these DC Universe movies? Why is this shit flopping so bad, my nigga? How do you blow a 3-1 lead like that? And maybe this topic isn't for everybody. I understand that because I know a lot of people who don't, give a fuck about Marvel movies or DC movies. As a movie guy, I can't act like I don't like them fucking movies, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. So I'll move forward from this topic, but I do think it's important to note that was a big ass lead, bro. And now that we at the point to where nothing you put out is even being successful at the box office. Come on, my nigga. The Green Lantern was, I don't even know if y'all even seen the Green Lantern. That shit was ass. And for a movie to come out 20 years later to produce less than that, that's fucking pitiful, bro. It truly is motherfucking pitiful. And I think it is something that DC's truly gonna have to fix going forward in the future. But moving on, man. You know what? I want to ask this question. Videos and shit has been coming out. Drake with the pink. He went viral with the pink nail polish. Just a few days ago, he had posted a picture with a face mask on, doing the duck lips. We know he's on tour right now. He just took a picture yesterday with Sexy Red. Shout out to Sexy Red. Drake has always been known as being a somewhat soft. Lately, people have been asking the question, is Drake gay? I don't know. I do want to ask this question, though. Is it okay for us? Should we just allow Drake to explore his sexuality? When the niggas start dyeing their fucking fingernails pink and all that, come on, my nigga. Like, that's a bit much. I know he tried to say he didn't want to bite his nails no more. You had to dye them pink. You couldn't dye that shit clear. Like, it's still gonna smell like nail polish, right? Like, does pink nail polish have some type of asphyxia that'll make a nigga throw up or some shit? I don't know. But should we just allow Drake to explore his sexuality? Drake's in his 30s, bro. Drake damn near 40 years old, bro. Drake damn near 40 years old, my nigga. Should we just allow him to do what he want to do? And should we just allow Kendrick Lamar to do his prison workouts? Have y'all seen that video that's going viral? Of Kendrick out in the front yard doing this the prison workout shit? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. If there's one nigga I'm sick and tired of right now, it's Kendrick fucking Lamar, bro. And I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Where is the music, bro? Mr. Morale and the Big Stepper, man, take that shit back, man. I don't want that shit. That wasn't it. That wasn't a hit that was getting us high, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. Do I like a few songs on there? Absolutely. But was that your weakest body of work? Absolutely. And that's not even and that's not even an insult that it should be, because your weakest body of work is better than nigga 90% of any of these niggas who ever picked up a mic. But when you make niggas wait 5 to 6 years, that's not what niggas want to hear. Y'all both at the point in time in y'all career, bro, where niggas is just getting bored. Hey, we just gotta call it what niggas just getting bored, bro. And it's not even fair to do niggas, because they shouldn't be getting even looked at 10, 12, 15 years later in the game, you know what I'm saying, as the guy who should be looking at for the hits. Drake is on some LeBron James shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Kendrick on some Steph Curry shit. It's like these niggas shouldn't be getting looked at how they getting looked at, the expectations type shit. They should just be on their legendary art type shit like on Nas and Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and shit like that. But when I see Kendrick doing prison workouts and shit, when I see Drake dyeing their fingernails and shit, when I see that, I say, why these niggas just won't beef with each other? Like, wait, instead of doing all this little weird shit, this oddball shit, why don't y'all just beef with each other? The natural laws of hip hop type shit. Why don't y'all just do that? Give the people what we truly want. Stop the slick dissing, the sneak dissing, fuck all that. Just give us what we want, bro. I would die for a fucking Kendrick Lamar fucking diss track, dissing Drake. I would die for Drake just to come out and say fuck Kendrick Lamar. Not even just fucking like nigga, let's dance, my nigga. Let's dance, ball up, my nigga. I would live for that. But instead, we just keep seeing these niggas do weird shit. I'm seeing this nigga kissing sexy red fucking lace front. Like, what the fuck is Drake doing? Drake dyeing his fucking nails pink. Drake putting face mask on, doing duck lips. Like, what the fuck is going on? Kendrick is fucking acting like he institutionalized. When the fuck did Kendrick go to jail? When the fuck did Kendrick go to jail, my nigga? Why is he in the front yard doing fucking, you know, some straight prison workouts in a fucking all black? What's wrong with these niggas? I'm on the West Coast. It's hot as fuck on the West Coast. For Kendrick to be in an all black jumpsuit with a fucking hat on in the front yard, looking like a fucking black Mexican, black cholo with his fucking hat down here, doing the fucking core plank workouts and doing pull-ups and shit. Come on, man. Get y'all ass in the booth and diss each other, man. Get y'all ass in the fucking booth, man. This weird ass shit y'all niggas is doing. Hey, moving on, man, to some more weird shit, B. Let's get to King Von and King Lil Jay, man. Yeah, these niggas going viral, man. There's a lot of shit that goes on in Clark County, man. What is it, Cook County? Whatever the fuck that jail's called. I think it's called Cook County Jail in Chicago. You know, video came out, that police body cam footage of King Von. There was actually multiple videos that came out of King Von while he was in jail. One of them, somehow, somewhere, nigga slipped his cuffs. Nigga was in a holding cell with it was like 30, 40 niggas in a holding cell. You see King Von slip his cuffs, and somehow he got out the cuffs. I don't know, he probably, to me, I don't know niggas got out their cuffs, they like break their finger, break their thumb. He probably dislocated his thumb or something like that to do it. That's the only way I can see that nigga getting out them cuffs. He got out his cuffs and start beating nigga ass in the holding cell, which is fucking crazy to be honest with you, to see if he actually did that and got that off. Another video came out of, you know, him being interviewed about that situation. And also another video came out about him, police body cam footage in the jail, telling the officers that he didn't want to go in there because the people on that deck didn't like homosexuals. He was waving the homosexual flag to get moved to PC. And this video is going viral because people are saying that King Von was doing chess moves. I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. I did a night in jail. I don't know the extent of jail rules, jailhouse rules, jails, you know what I'm saying, ways to finesse and shit like that. But I've always watched a lot of 60 Days In. I've seen multiple different ways of how niggas can get out of a pod. More so, you can tell them that, yo, you in fear for your life. You can tell them that and they can move. Or if you want to play the gangster route and not be looked at as a snitch, you can go in there and start a fight and they will remove you from the pod. So I've seen multiple ways of niggas doing multiple different things of not, you know, of getting removed from a pod and finessing the system, so to say. I had never once seen the gay card being played. Never seen that before. I'm not coming on here to say King Von gay. What I will say is that we are in a time and day to where no matter what you see a nigga do, niggas ain't gonna just say that's what it is type shit. You follow what I'm saying? Like I remember as kids seeing the video of Lil Wayne kissing Baby, and niggas said he wasn't gay. I'm seeing a video of a nigga saying he's gay. I'm seeing a video of a nigga saying they ain't letting me suck they dicks. I'm seeing a nigga say a lot of wild, flagrant ass shit, but I'm supposed to look at this and say the nigga not gay. I'm supposed to look at a nigga out of his own mouth say the words, I'm gay, and in my mind, I'm supposed to accept that as a nigga's trolling. We live in a time, bro, where niggas act like they know more than what the nigga they said it is. Like I said, I'm not here to say whether or not King Von's gay. And the reason why I'm not here to say that is because I'm so fucking confused nowadays. Because niggas believe because King Von is alleged killer, serial killer in some people's eyes, that he can't be gay. My nigga, a nigga's sexual preference has nothing to do with whether or not he will put your ass down. Have you niggas not seen The Wire? Omar was gay as fuck. Omar was the most gangsterest nigga on that motherfucking show. How many different examples have y'all seen of gangster niggas being gay? It's for y'all not to think that these niggas can be gay that's doing all this grimy ass shit. For a nigga not to think that Young Thug ain't, you know what I'm saying? Like Young, bro, the wildest shit that I know about, the wildest shit that I heard about Young Thug is it's not even about the nigga wearing the dresses. It wasn't even about that. The wildest shit that I was saying was with the nigga, when he was with that one chick that he was actually had on his arm, when they sat there and did an interview and they was like, they been with each other for however fucking long it had been, and they wasn't having sex. And she was saying like, sex isn't something that's not something that he be on like that. And that's when I sat back and said, no, this nigga's gay. This nigga's gay. He's not fucking his girl. He's wearing dresses. He's saying he's smoking on dicks. What else do we fucking need? But when you look at what they say this nigga Young Thug was doing, what? We not gonna say he's not gangster? We gonna say he's not about that fucking life? A nigga's sexual preference has nothing to do with whether or not they will kill you, my nigga. It don't take fucking, you don't have to be the strongest nigga in the world to pull a trigger. You don't. It ain't like these niggas. Y'all gotta stop looking at these niggas like they motherfucking me John Wick, and I know DJ Academics was giving these niggas nicknames and shit like that. These niggas is regular niggas, bro. It ain't shit special about these niggas. These niggas is catching niggas lacking and putting their ass down. So when I see this video of King Von, alright, y'all want me to say that nigga was trolling? He was just trying to finesse to get the PC? He saw the ops? Okay. So you telling me he not gay, but you telling me that nigga played the gay card because he was scared of his ops. That's what you finna tell me?
Wow.
Is that what you finna tell me? If you finna tell me the nigga was seeing his ops and was scared and waved the gay flag, alright. Okay, I guess that's a different conference for another motherfucking me day then, right? Cause I ain't even saying I would, if I seen a whole pod full of niggas that I know would probably kill me if I get in that motherfucker less longer than 30 minutes without fucking supervision. Yeah, okay. I'll probably get that motherfucker and swing on the first nigga I see before the officers even close the motherfucking me door. You remove me out this bitch. Or I would flat out say, oh my nigga, I got a lot of static in that. I fear for my life. There's a lot of things I would say before. I'd rather say I fear for my life before I say I'm gay, my nigga. I'm being honest with you. I'm just being real with you. But we'll move on from King Von. He's dead. Hey, rest in peace, my nigga. Whatever you was into, you was into. I heard your new album slaps, my nigga. So it is what it is with that. But let's move on to a nigga from Chicago who's not dead. And I'm happy he's not dead. Let me make sure I make that clear. King Lil Jay. King Lil, now look. King Von may have waved the gay flag to get moved to a different cell out of fear for his life or something like that. I'm not gonna clown a nigga so much for that. I'm just not. I may have said, that may be a topic for another day, but it's really not. I understand how the game goes type shit. I would have done something different. I've seen things be done different, but that's the way King Von chose to go. However you want to look at that, you have to look at what the fuck King Lil Jay is going through even worse. There's videos coming out of King Lil Jay in jail in Cook County, walking around that motherfucker like he had bottoms up. He and that motherfucker getting lap dances from niggas, from transgenders. He and that motherfucker getting the smooches. He and that motherfucker grabbing ass, rubbing his ass on dicks, allegedly. Now these videos, I'll be honest with you, this ain't the most clearest footage in 2023, but it's damn near close to 4K. You can damn near tell that's Lil J. But for legal issues, I'll say allegedly. Nigga ain't gonna sue me. These videos are damning, I'll be honest with you. I've always heard niggas say they was gay for the stay and shit like that. To me, you gay for the stay, you just flat out gay. I'll be honest with you, I told y'all what goes on in those Chicago jails, man. In Cook County, bro, Glock dookies is real. They say Lil J's and that motherfucker giving niggas the Glock dookies, spitting in butts and all types of shit like that. I'm not saying a nigga who owns the weapon of a Glock dookie, I'm not going to say that I'm surprised to see him with transgenders and niggas sitting on his lap, getting the smooches. I'm not surprised by that. Any nigga that can spit in another man's ass, brother, I'm not surprised by nothing you would do. If you would spit in a man's ass, I'm automatically assuming you can suck some dick. There's no way you spit in that man's ass and you ain't never had balls on your chin, brother. I'm being honest with you. And that's not that far extreme to me. For you to look at a man's ass and even like get the size of your mouth like moist to even do that. So, when niggas get ready to spit, for you to even look at another man's ass and want to do that, my nigga, I know you've done other things with that mouth. I'm just being honest with you. There's nothing about you that says heterosexual once you spat in that man's ass. I'm sorry. That's a bit much. So when you see these videos, it's not the wildest things when you know who you talking about. And when you heard other stories from other Chicago niggas, including King Yellow, who's his homeboy, he once said years ago, when him and King Lil Jay was off the pills, King Lil Jay tried to kiss him.
Wow.
Imagine being high, kicking it with your homeboy, probably got through playing 2K. You know what I'm saying? Got on Love and Hip Hop or some shit on TV or something like that. It's Shark Week or something. You got something on TV. It's something on TV. Y'all high off the pills. You know what I'm saying? It's snacks and zuzus and wham-whams, everything. Y'all fucked up. And next thing you know, this nigga leaned over and started trying to kiss you. Oh my God. What do you do? What do you do? I know what I'm doing. What do you get your ass off me, nigga? But there's been niggas coming out the woodwork from Chicago saying they been thought King Lil Jay was gay, just didn't have no proof. So when these niggas are seeing these videos, they snapping on social media. Famous Dex is snapping on this nigga. King Yellow snapping on this nigga. It's niggas coming out saying, yo, when we fought you, we knew you was gay. But they not saying that nigga not gay. So they not saying he wasn't no sad. They not saying he was a bitch in the streets. But they saying this nigga might be gay. So when I see that video and I see what King Lil Jay is going through, it makes me think about King Von again. Was King Von playing chess? Honestly. Because when you see, when the King Von news came out, the King Lil Jay shit hadn't come out yet. So the narrative was, man, nigga playing chess. Nigga, tell me you ain't been to jail without telling me you been to jail. That's what niggas was saying when niggas was trying to say King Von was gay. Now obviously you got people taking the angle of, it's the police. Why do you think the police releasing this, bro? They trying to they trying to tear down nigga image. They trying to assassinate his character type shit. Okay. I've never seen so many quote unquote hood niggas, street niggas start saying it's the fucking police trying to tear a nigga's image down. Okay, what the fuck ever, my nigga. Even if you want to go up that route, like I said, when I first seen the King Von shit, I put it on the docket, but I really wasn't even gonna talk about it. But when you see the King Lil Jay shit, are you really finna sit here and tell me that King Von truly was finessing? When you see another video of another quote unquote Chirac savage in that motherfucker like he had bottoms up, like he had fucking your local fucking cabaret. He in that motherfucker when niggas sit on his laps, and when niggas is walking out, they ain't even moving. This ain't no shit they was doing in the cellies. They doing this shit in plain motherfucking sight. This nigga's on straight surveillance camera. Now, like I said, you can take the angle of how are we getting this video footage. The police is trying to, you know what I'm saying, make these niggas look bad. I don't give a fuck. They can't make you look bad. The video don't exist. I wouldn't be sitting here talking about no gay allegations towards King Von or King Lil Jay if these videos didn't exist. You will never find a video hatched on some, I'm telling motherfuckers I'm gay. You never gonna see a video of hatch where it's a nigga shriveling my dick. You never gonna see that. It don't exist. It does not exist. It never happened. I'm not in that world. So when I see this shit, like I said, okay, the King Von said some wild shit. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Are you gonna tell me he was trolling? Okay. If you choose to believe he was trolling because he's some nigga with a gun who got all these bodies allegedly. Okay. That don't mean that nigga ain't doing what he doing sexually. That don't got shit. What he doing in the streets don't got shit to do with what he's doing sexually. And I'm gonna say this, bro, because I think it's the same thing with NBA YoungBoy. I honestly think NBA YoungBoy might be gay. I honestly think that. I've always looked at niggas, and it's not even like a theory that I came up with myself. From my years of being on this earth at 27 years, I turned 28, nigga, in a week and a half type shit. From my experience, bro, every single nigga who tried to put off who had the energy to put off that they were extra super tough. Like I'm talking gut, I'm talking dirt, mud, tough, nigga. The bottom of the barrel tough, my nigga. Every nigga that did that and who did the most to show the extreme lengths of how tough they were all motherfucking me gay, my nigga. I'm not even bullshitting you, my nigga. Every single last one of them. And I'm talking about niggas be having kids. I'm talking these be the niggas who be having like 12 fucking kids. 12, 13, 14 kids, all the different baby mamas, all types of shit. These be the niggas that be low down dirty, not low down dirty, but low down and gay. These niggas be going to the extremes to try to do the most extreme shit to make it look like they not fucking gay. But them niggas is really motherfucking me gay. Look at all the shit you see from NBA YoungBoy. You not for certain tell me he ain't showed you at least 7 or 8 to 10 things in the last 5 years that's like, that's kind of gay. When you see him and his homeboys that close to each other, my nigga, I got homeboys I wrestled with. We was on a wrestling team. We was never that close. It was all more niggas was faking shots. Niggas ain't trying to get in like that. Yeah, man, NBA young boy always want to be hella close to each other, dancing on each other, all types of wild shit like that. All types of wild shit like that. And Young Thug, quote unquote, got hella baby mamas and hella kids. Niggas wearing dress. Niggas smoking on dicks. The niggas was calling his homeboys hubby and all that shit, bro. No heterosexual man does that. They don't do that. They just don't, bro. King Von, if a nigga is a fucking savage or a killer with that pistol, that don't mean that nigga don't like, you know what I'm saying? Sucking dick like he said in the video. If the Chirac Wolverine King Lil Jay, he's a savage in the streets. What the nigga on video doing? Kissing niggas, getting lap dances from niggas. Every nigga who tried to exude that super tough image, bro. Every single last one of them niggas who tried to show the world just how gangster they went to the extreme lengths. I'm talking about shit that didn't even make sense. The niggas was gay, bro. So I'm not surprised with this King Von and King Lil Jay shit. Like I said, I'm not here to say these niggas is gay because we live in a climate, man. Niggas can see shit in 4K. Niggas can read captions and, you know what I'm saying, read subtitles and shit, and still in their mind be like, oh, they trolling. Oh, that ain't them. Alright. Okay. Whatever you niggas say, I'm not here to argue with you niggas no more. I ain't doing that shit no more. I know what the fuck I see, and I know how I'ma view these niggas, and I'ma just keep it pushing because ain't no way you feel a nigga. I'm finna see a nigga on tape, on video, saying he gay, and I ain't finna think the nigga gay. I'm gonna be honest, I'm just not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do that unless it was some gay niggas, you know what I'm saying, holding him hostage with guns to his head type shit. Then I'd be like, oh, okay. But a nigga voluntarily saying he gay, come on, man. I ain't finna say a nigga straight. Fuck it. Real talk. Moving on, man. I want to get into what is her name? Bebe Rexha? Rexha? This is a very interesting topic because Bebe Rexha, I'm just calling her Bebe, fuck it. She broke up with her man. I didn't know what the fuck she was, I'll be honest with you. But she broke up with her man for a very interesting reason. Reason being why she broke up with her man is because he was very, very, very honest with her. Now, I said this. Men, when you try to have an open, honest conversation with a woman, they don't really want that. They really want you to just say the things that they want to hear, tell them they're right, say it's your fault, and keep it fucking pushing. But the moment you try to have an actual grown-up adult conversation with a lot of women, I'm not going to say all women because there are some women who truly appreciate that. But for the most part, when you try to have these conversations with women, it never truly works in your favor. Me, honestly, I'm going through that right now with a young woman who are, the cross-country chick, I did reach out to her. The chick who wanted me to send her some money for some fucking food and shit. I did reach out to her. Like I said, short and fine as fuck. You know, so I did reach out to her, like, today or some shit, like, yo, hey, what's up? I just try to start casual conversation type shit. And, yeah, it just don't feel the same. Because an actual grown-up conversation, when you get past the little bullshit, the what you doing, the how's your day, when you get past the, oh, she sent me this picture, oh, she look wild, oh, she look good as fuck, oh, the titties is titty, oh, the ass is fat. Once you get past those pictures and you get past the short what you're doing and, you know what I'm saying, the casual everyday bullshit conversations, there's really nothing to offer there because the moment there was an adult conversation introducing to this relationship, a problem was born. Because she can't handle that. And the reason why I bring this up is because Bebe is going through the same thing with her now ex-boyfriend. I want to read the text message that was sent between her and her boyfriend that was ultimately what made her publicly break up with him, you know, on social media. And I want to read this to you. And I want you guys to let me know what you think. He says, hey, I never said you weren't beautiful. And I never said I didn't love you. In fact, I said how beautiful you are and how much I loved you. But I always said I would be honest with you and your face was changing, so I told you it was. That was the conversation we were having and you asked. It's important that he said that was the conversation we were having and you asked. Because I care, would you rather I lie to you? You gained 35 pounds. Obviously you gain weight and your face changes. Should I just pretend it didn't happen and that's okay? Come on, I gained 3 pounds and you call me chubs and fat. Doesn't mean you don't love me. If you're trying to find reasons to break up, this makes sense, but it's not the real reason. If you're unhappy with me, yourself, with your life, and you don't see a future with us, then that's okay. That's the reason. Don't use something like that to weaponize your anger or anxiety or any insecurity you may have. You know I always found you to be beautiful and love you no matter what. I think it's important for you to think about the things I think it's important for you to think about things and write things down. Speak to a therapist and do this retreat thing to get to the root of the problem. Let me know if you'd like to speak if you need more clarity. Love you.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Now I'll be honest with you. Before I dive any more into this, I'm looking at pictures of Bebe. I'm being honest with you. Bebe got it going on, B. I'm not gonna lie to you. Bebe looks like the now hip white chick. She looks like the new and hip white chick. That she, you know what I'm saying, kind of thick, you know what I'm saying, not too much. Kind of got the black girl style a little bit, you know what I'm saying. I see what she has going on over there. But Bebe she's not fat. She's not fat. I'll say that. Bebe's not fat. Bebe kind of, she kind of got it going on. I'm not gonna lie to you. But what I don't understand is how that can be viewed as him doing something wrong. If you ask someone, you know what I'm saying, the conversation is about your weight, and you ask someone, you know, they're telling you that, yeah, you're starting to look a little bit different. What's the problem? And what I just read, you guys, that was the most respectful way I've ever heard a motherfucker call somebody fat in my life. As a nigga who's 280, 290, and 300 around the holidays, my nigga, I wish a motherfucker would generously tell me I'm fat. I wish a motherfucker would just be like, tell me that instead of all my life, call me fat. What that nigga said sound way better than big boned. He may have heard before, you just big boned it. You big boned it, huh? I ain't never seen a skeleton with some big ass bones that was human. I seen some gorilla bones. I'm like, them some big ass bones. But human bones? Nah, nigga. Ain't no big boned humans running around this motherfucker, nigga. He's a big fat motherfucker. Ain't no big boned shit. But what he said to her, nothing was wrong with what he said. You can't gain 35 pounds and think your face not changing. I'm being like, well, in what world is that real? So for a man to still express how much he loves you and how beautiful you are to him, and when you ask him about, I'm pretty sure you ask him about, do you look any different? Yeah, bitch, you gained 40 pounds. Like, yeah, your cheeks is a little bit cheekier. You know what I'm saying? Your smile is a little bit goofier looking right now. You know what I mean? You're sweating a little bit more when you walking up the steps. Like, shit is changing around this motherfucker. You can't ask me to give you my input about your face, and I tell you, and then you get mad. But women want you to lie to them. And when that conversation, when in that text message that he sent to her, and that was the epitome of a man opening the floor up for an actual real ass conversation. And the response to that was public humiliation by dumping him. And quite honestly, that's not humiliating him. It's humiliating that woman. Because what it proves is you're not woman enough to have a real conversation with the person you quote unquote love. That man's, he's there to have an open conversation with you about how beautiful you are, how much he loves you, and about his honest opinion about something you asked for. And when it didn't meet something that you wanted to hear, you broke up with him. And now the world sees just exactly how shallow and immature you truly are. To that man, I say, kudos, my nigga. You got away. You got away because you've written that. If you don't know it now, you should realize. The moment that you try to have an open conversation and get things on the table to move forward, it was met with rejection. No woman that acts like that should be in your life. And that's not for him, that's for me, that's for all men. Any woman that you can't have an open conversation with and express your true feelings, no matter if it's what they want to hear or not. If it's done in the proper way, like that text message was, and it's still received and rejected, it's not the woman for you. It truly isn't the fucking woman for you. Get out of here, man. One more, man. You know, I came across this report from Hong Kong. Very, 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 very interesting. Over there in Hong Kong, they have this new thing that they implemented. And I believe, let me read, it says that Hong Kongers, they're now urged to stare at smokers in disapproving a way to help create a tobacco-free city. They're now being urged to stare at people who smoke in attempts to create a more tobacco-free city. When I first read that, I was like, what the fuck is that? But then I started to see the vision. You know, when you do things and people are staring at you, you automatically stop. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Trust me, it doesn't matter what the fuck you're doing. When you're doing something, you catch someone staring at you, you literally stop. Like, think about you could be doing any fucking thing. You could be chewing gum. If you're sitting there chewing gum, and you look and you see somebody staring at you, you literally gonna stop chewing your gum. You talking to somebody, you gonna literally stop talking when you see somebody staring at you out the corner of your eye. You're gonna look at them like, what the fuck is you looking at? I can see this working to a degree. I can see the numbers dropping off a little bit because when people start to feel judged, they start to implement change. And I start to think, okay, if this can happen in Hong Kong about tobacco, what can they do in the States to implement this and we see some change? And I was thinking, what if every woman who got a BBL, when they walk the streets, they just got stared at? Like, dead ass. Like, think about it. Every woman that gets a BBL or any plastic surgery that looks crazy, what if everybody just, they walk just staring like this, like just on some bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, on some straight scary movie shit. Everywhere you go, you just looking around, people just staring at you like with a disgust face, or you know what I'm saying? Just like ill type shit. That's gonna make that's gonna implement a lot of change, bro. Because nobody's gonna wanna walk around getting stared at and discussed. Motherfuckers go get anything because if they see us getting accepted, if they see us being accepted and you know what I'm saying, people are getting the man of their dreams. And once again, I'm not a person who's against BBLs and shit. I told you I turned over a new leaf, you know what I'm saying, many, many moons ago type shit at this point. But for things like BBLs, the NBLs, the penis enlargements, any of that shit, smoking, OnlyFans people, like anything that we look at in this climate as, you know what I'm saying, a bit much or, you know what I'm saying, some wild bullshit. What if we just stared at their ass when they did it? I think it would truly implement a lot of motherfucking change. Like, imagine if Adam 22 was walking the streets and he had to walk and everybody was just staring at him in disgust. Not them, even if he was still getting all the money he quote unquote is getting from this shit. What if he still was getting the straight disgust? Yeah, you just seen the Andrew Tate go off on him. He's getting the people who telling him on like virtual phone, like video, tell him how clown he looked like for doing that shit. But what if people were just staring at him everywhere he went? I'm pretty sure that shit would hit different, bro. I know it'll hit different. So it's interesting to see that Hong Kong is doing that. And I think that it can, you know what I'm saying, help the numbers a little bit. Not sure how dramatic the numbers will drop, but I do think that it will help some way. I think it's interesting to see because I think that that shit was implemented in the States with certain things. I can really see that shit, you know what I'm saying, changing or being the change that a lot of us, you know what I'm saying, believe, you know what I'm saying, needs to happen. But I think that's all we motherfucking be got, man. Let me run through these topics right fast. Let me see. We got whine ass Carlee Russell, Lil Baby canceling his tours, oversaturation of music, of concerts, I should say, or niggas being broke. DC Universe blowing a 3-1 lead. Should we just allow Drake and Karen? Should we just allow Drake to explore sexuality and Karen to keep doing his jail workouts? It's King Lil Jay going viral about his jailhouse gay shit. Bebe Rexha dumps her man for being too honest. And Hong Kong figuring this shit out. Yeah, man, that's all I motherfucking me got. So with that being said, DJ, drop that fire ass beat, my boy. Great ass episode, man. Episode 150 motherfucking me 9. Great fucking episode. I really enjoyed this episode. Could have been the shots. I took like 7 shots before I recorded. But you know I give it up, man. It's all love these ways. Never let them side you with the bullshit. Always keep the main thing. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay sane. And I'll tell you the episode, man. We out this motherfucker. Peace. Damn. Yeah. Hey, look, man. We finna get the fuck up out of here, man. It's high as a bitch in here, man. Fucking all these lights on. It's like 100 degrees outside type shit. It's been like 115 for like, nigga, 2 weeks straight type shit. Like, it's been hot as fucking AC, bro. Like, it's high as the devil's asshole, bro. Like, it's fucking ridiculous how high it is in Arizona right now. So I'm definitely finna wrap this shit the fuck up. Turn these fans back on, turn these fucking AC back on, man. Turn these fucking lights off. Great episode though, man. You know, I mentioned it, you know what I'm saying, top of the episode, you know, I promise you guys, man, to wrap up phase 2, you know what I'm saying, we got 41 episodes left, episode 159. I promise you guys, starting with this episode, we're gonna get these clips back rolling out. We're gonna get these visuals uploaded much sooner. We're gonna go back to our day delay in visual uploads. I kind of got lost in, you know, trying to live a life, you know. So I told you that was a big goal of mine. I've been out the fuck side, man. I've been outside. I've been meeting new people, getting back with old people, and just having fun. You know what I'm saying? I've been having a lot of fun, spending a lot of fucking money. You know, so I don't like it, but at the same time, they say money can't buy happiness. It's a fucking lie. Spending this money, I've been spending on things that make me happy, and I've been enjoying my fucking time. So they lie with that shit. But I want to make sure the focus on the show is still at an all-time high, all around. Audio gets put out, no problem. You know what I'm saying? That's growing, but I want the visuals to match that because it's a lot of people on my shit list right now, and a lot of times when people don't see, they don't know. You know what I mean? They can hear about it. Your numbers doing cool, but they don't see it. They don't see the visuals and all that shit, doing numbers and all that. They don't really understand the impact that I truly have on this podcasting industry right now. So I'm finna turn this shit up a little bit more to get ready for phase 3 because I ain't no excuses in phase 3, ain't no lacking in phase 3. So we're finna round out phase 2 the right way, prepare for phase 3. And I'm really excited for you guys to be with me on this journey. And I won't let you guys down any motherfucking me more, man. But with that being said, I'll just shout out to everybody that's tapped in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Audible, etc., all DSPs. For people that's tapping on OGHatchTV on YouTube, ring that bell, drop a like, subscribe to the channel, all the good shit that YouTube would say. Look, man, I ain't stepping before motherfucking me soul, man. Episode 150, motherfucking me 9. On the grind 200, great ass episode. The thin line between genius and motherfucking insanity, man. We out this motherfucker. Peace.
Welcome to Raw It. OG. Hatch, you know the fuck, man.
You dig?